This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. Well, 21 Savage, as we just a day ago, he was doing 53,000 the first week off his album. His album was mid, okay? It just was. I like a lot of his last albums, but this album was mid, okay? So, he was going to do 53,000 the first week, the lowest first week for 21 Savage. Overnight, the bot farm got to work. And now he's sitting at 93,000 the first week. Now he is signed to a major, don't forget. Epic, Sony, okay? And, he probably said, hey, guys, I better not do 53 the first week. This is bad for business. What am I signed over here for? Blah, blah, blah. And they got to work, and now he's doing 90K to 93K the first week. How? Well, that's how. Okay, that's the only thing I could think of. Because do you think that people just went ahead and streamed 40,000 worth of purchases this late in the game? No. Okay. He was going to do 53,000. These games that are being played. And then he's like, F the Streets campaign is going on. You don't say F the Streets, okay? And I'm not from the streets, but I know that rappers don't dictate, what goes on in the street. They're rappers. 21 Savage is a rapper, okay? He wasn't some big kingpin before he went to, before he's turned into a rapper. He was just a bad kid, okay? He went to jail. I don't even know if he ever went to jail a few times because they would have found out that he, I don't think he ever went to jail before that because if he had, they would have found out that he was a crumpet. He was from England. No offense to anybody in England, all right? But I'm just saying, this is he would have had his tea and crumpets, man. They would have found out that he wasn't really an American citizen. So the first time he got arrested was 2018, and then he got caught with weapons and somehow it disappeared. Now, Blueface says, you square guys should have never jumped off the curb. I love the streets. Whack 100 called in and said, these guys are people that have told, people that are, tired of the persona, and they want to, say F the streets. You can't say F the streets. Now, it's good to promote kids not to get into the street, but it's a little late. It's a little late for these guys. It's been 10 years you've been rapping. Now all of a sudden you want to influence kids? Your influence is almost over. Whack 100 made the point that, hey, these guys aren't really street rappers. They're rappers. Okay? And that's that. Then 21 Savage releases a statement. When I say F the streets, I'm talking about the part that gave me trauma. So you like all the happy... The streets come with dark times, man. That's part of it. Maybe can't sleep at night if you ain't yo, come on, bro. Talk about losing your friends. You weren't such a villain in the streets that I can't even sleep, the things I did. This guy, 21 Savage, is an actor, man. Well, Jake Paul lost last night. Jake Paul was getting punished last night. And so he got a broken jaw by Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua let him slide for a little bit. Jake Paul danced around the ring for about 3 rounds, and then, Anthony Joshua started actually punching him, which makes it obvious that Mike Tyson was letting Jake Paul win that fight, because if Mike Tyson had hit him, he would have been done, Mike Tyson purposely didn't hit him. But hey, Jake Paul laughed. He laughed it off. Time to recover. And who's like, what? How much did Anthony Joshua make? Anthony Joshua wins how much money? Jake Paul. This is the most he's ever been paid for, right? I know that. $184 million. So he probably took home $92 million. Jeez, that much? How much did Jake Paul win? How much did he put on the fight? Jake Paul make off fight? I'm sure he makes just as much. Jake Paul earned $92 million. I don't know. They probably each got a lot of money. Okay, let's just put it that way. Upwards of $50 to $100 million. And Gervonta was supposed to be the original fighter. Gervonta would have punished him even more. The game said, I chose not to go to the pop-out because of wherever I go, it creates gang violence and tension. I was like, bro, you're not like, you're not a super street. He is connected with the Bloods and he is street, but you're not a super gangster. You're just like one of the most popular rappers out of the West Coast. You didn't go because you weren't invited. Okay, the whole point of the pop out was peace and different gangs coming together. That was the major part about it. If anyone were to go that night, it was there for peace. Not for violence. Yeah, but I had to avoid the violence. No. There was way more real dudes there that are actually street that were there that would have caused problems. You were not the missing piece that was. Glad Game didn't come. He would have really turned it up here. No. We'll get to Jam Master Jay in a minute. Something Quavo and Offset reportedly are working on new music together. 21 Savage wants that credit. There's also, I saw this other Ray J hit with 6 misdemeanor charges for allegedly pointing a gun at Miss Princess Love during the Thanksgiving Day live stream and extends no contact order, so he will not see his kids for Christmas. TikTok was bought by Oracle, which is good because it preserves it. It had to be bought by a U.S. company, so that'll make it so TikTok doesn't disappear. Now, Jim Jones, he lost this house a long time ago. Him and Chrissy's house wanted to, lost it to the bank due to non-payment a long time ago. They overpaid for a house. Supposedly they lost it to an auction. People are coming out with, fake news now that 50 Cent bought it. That's not true. That happened a while back. But it is funny that they're doing that. Like he's tormenting Jim Jones. He's just, putting his foot on his neck. And let's talk about this Jam Master Jay thing. So, one of the killers gets conviction overturned. A jury found Carl Jordan Jr. guilty of murdering Jam Master Jay almost 2 years ago, along with another suspect named Ronald Washington. Now, Jam Master Jay passed around 2003 or 2004, right? It says, in February last year, a jury convicted 2 men, Carl Jordan Jr. and Ronald Washington, for the murder of Run DMC. Seems like this case isn't over yet. According to Billboard, federal judge overturned Jordan Jr.'s murder conviction on Friday due to impermissibly speculative nature of government's case against him, which delayed by decades. Judge granted a motion for acquittal over his 2 federal murder counts, arguing there's simply no evidence. The fatal 2002 shooting. After review of trial record, court finds government's theories of Jordan's drug-related motive to kill Jay or drug offense-related motive to use a firearm of impermissibly speculative and conjecture. So They granted his judgment of acquittal? I don't know. I thought they had the right guy. I'm confused now. It's weird. Yeah, Tory Lanez is still locked up. It's weird. Anyways, that's about it. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll check you guys in the next one. Please like and share this video. Thank you so much for watching me. I appreciate you guys so much. You don't even understand. Thank you. Thank you.